So hey all, just a quick vlog here because I'm still playing catch up from our trip to the 56-year mission, and let's see, past me was I had the foresight to record an extra video or two last time, just because I knew, I guess, that I wouldn't feel like doing a lot of work, I guess, right before the convention, or how things would be after. We didn't feel like going grocery shopping on the Tuesday when we got back, so we ended up going this past Saturday, which is why I'm recording this on a Sunday as opposed to my usual Saturday recording sessions. But the con was great, and as far as writing news, it's like I kind of have been goofing off the last week because it's Star Trek Las Vegas, and I'm getting back into the flow of things. But I want to have a few more things ready, I guess, before I start releasing some things. But I should be releasing some stuff soon that you'll have to look forward to, and I will probably talk about that more in my next video. Video news, I have some book reviews that are finished in terms of audio recording and script. I just have to do the visual video work, but that'll probably be the next session, especially because the first time I recorded all of these videos, the audio didn't pick up, so I had to re-record everything a second time. So I don't think I really have, I don't have time or the inclination to do it today. But, I'm far enough ahead that it shouldn't matter. But the next time I have an opportunity to record, which I guess will probably be in 2 weeks, I will finish those videos. I'll probably have the opportunity to prepare another video or two. And I will be, I guess, taking a break from Star Trek books for a little while, because I've been reading a lot of Star Trek books pretty heavily these last couple of weeks, trying to catch up in anticipation of the release of the next Star Trek Picard novel. But as far as books I'm reading right now, Headlong Flight, which is the last Next Generation novel before, well, I guess the first Section 31 Star Trek Next Generation novel that came out right after Section 31's activities were revealed to the galaxy at large, and also the latest Firefly book. I'm reading that right now. So far it's been a good book. I'm kind of enjoying it, but I'm really hoping that future Firefly books that they start exploring the area after the film, because I kind of want to see where these characters go afterwards. Maybe introduce some new characters to the cast and just sort of see, I guess, expand the verse a little bit more beyond the all too short run of the original series, and maybe even some prequels. Just something other than, I guess, the zone that most of the novels have inhabited up to this point, which is somewhere after the 10th episode and before the film. But let's see, I do have a dentist and a doctor's appointment next week. The doctor, I know, suggested doing my hormones through a patch instead of through pills, so they don't go through the liver. Apparently it's, I guess, a slightly potentially safer option, which I guess I might look into, because I suppose, it won't be that much of an inconvenience, but I'll just have to see. I'll probably talk to her again on Thursday when I have my appointment, and I have to get a couple more crowns done, which doesn't thrill me, but I have to get that taken care of. Hopefully it'll go smoother than it did the last time, because this last time the 3 crowns that they did were just, I don't know, I had a lot of dental pain, which I think turned out to be because they weren't properly seated, but hopefully this time that won't be an issue. Because normally it's not a big deal, but this last time, you all might remember I was in pain for about a month, kind of stuck eating on one side of my mouth, which was not super fun. But I guess that's about it. As far as convention plans, I can speak to that a little bit, because we will not be doing any other conventions this year. I know that we had talked about needing a little bit of a break and a chance to reassess our FurryCon priorities. We will continue to be going to FurryCons, probably 1, maybe 2 a year. I guess we'll wait and see how things work out in terms of how much traveling we feel like doing and what time of year they are. Because we went to TFF, and it was just, it might have just been the hotel, but it felt very crowded this year, and because of Strag's visual limitations, as well as just, I guess, other things, we just are trying to aim, I guess, for a smaller to medium-sized convention, somewhere within the 1,000 to 3,000 range, I think. So that'll be our general target. I think that larger conventions are doable if they're in a large enough space, but most of the small cons, I guess, are probably better suited to what we're looking for in conventions right now. So as far as where we go, that's kind of a question mark. I mean, it kind of depends. It's like I know a lot of our friends go to MFM because it's a relatively small convention. Um, Problem with that, I suppose, is just that it was very close to Star Trek Las Vegas. I think it's happening this weekend, as a matter of fact. But next year, Star Trek Las Vegas has moved to the beginning of August, so I guess it might be potentially feasible for us to consider, but we'll have to think about it. And, I know we're looking at a few other potential conventions. We probably won't be doing too many pony cons, or at least I don't think we as a collective will, just because it was a good experience. I know that it's tricky, I guess, because a lot of the pony cons only get a couple of guests. I would like to redo a couple of the photos now that I've transitioned with a few actors. Nicole Oliver, if Tara Strong is at any of them, I would like to do one with her. Michelle Krieber, and I think there was at least one other photo that I would really like to redo if I have the opportunity. Those would probably be the only reasons I would end up at a PonyCon right now. But I don't know. I mean, it's always possible that Strack might decide to want to come with me. If he does, he's always welcome. But if not, I don't have a problem going by myself, because I would probably room with Dan Raccoon, who I haven't seen in far too long. I really miss you. I want to see you again, and I would certainly be willing to go to a pony convention if any of those guests happen to be there doing pictures, because, first time I got pictures, BronyCon used to get about half of the cast, usually about every year. Unfortunately, BronyCon is no longer operating. I don't really know why, or if I knew why they shut down, but I know PonyCons are still operating, and I would kind of like to be able to do, hopefully get a picture with a few of the actors again. But I think our primary focus is probably going to be furry cons, Star Trek cons, and beyond that, we will just have to see. Because I know we do want to do a couple of international trips in the coming years, perhaps when things have calmed down, because we would like to do Korea, Japan. I found a guided tour that I think covers both that I would like to potentially look into sometime in the near future. If not next year, then maybe the year after. Sometime that we would definitely have to save a lot of money, because I'm sure international trips are not cheap. But that's something I would like to do, at least once before I die. Go to Korea, go to Japan, go to Italy, go to Greece. These are all things that are on my list of things I would like to accomplish. And I guess that's about it for right now as far as travel agendas. So, I mean, if you know of a reasonably small to medium-sized convention that you think we would like, be sure to mention it in the comments, and I will look into it. Hopefully we're thinking under 3,000 attendees, maybe up to 5, depending on the circumstances. I think time of year would be important. Nothing nothing in August, because August is spoken for with TrekCon. Preferably nothing in the adjoining months, I guess, July or September, but it's not ruled out, though. So, I mean, if you have one for July or September, suggest it, and we'll take a look, and we'll see what we feel like. I mean, under ideal circumstances, I'd like to spread our trips out over the course of the year, but I'm open to suggestions. So if you know of any cons that fit that criteria that you would like to see me at, be sure to mention it. And, large cons aren't off the table, but it would probably have to be when I feel ready to do some dealing. Hopefully after I have at least 2 or 3 titles to sell. It's like maybe, I know some authors have sold, just one book at their table, but I just kind of feel, I guess, a little silly doing that. I don't know. Maybe that's just my own hang-up, but it's kind of why I haven't done it up to this point, because I only have one book. But that hopefully will change soon, because I'm closing in on finishing my next project, and I'm working on trying to, I guess, organize my other projects a lot better, so that I will be in a better scenario to do that. But I guess that's it for now, so I will catch you all in 2 weeks.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, click the subscribe button and leave a comment below. See you next time.